Peace, light, and love. Raising up that frequency just a little bit higher than what it was. How you feeling? Hope all is well for you. Want to give thanks to the divine supports that are assisting in delivering this message. I'm going to ask the Archangel Gabriel to come assist me in delivering this message with a clear and intuitive channel. We are going to check in on this Saturn retrograde and Pisces energy, right? Because we got this retrograde that came through at 19 degrees. 19 degrees is Libra degrees. This is all about our relationships, our partnerships, right? And Saturn retrograde and Pisces, Saturn being all about discipline, all about karma, all about time. How you spending your time? What are you doing with your time? And Pisces, it being imaginative and creative. That energy right there can also lack those boundaries, right? Because Pisces is water energy. It kind of goes with the flow. And sometimes that water can lack those boundaries, right? Also, Piscean energy can become very attached. So if you just are swimming in that realm of addictions, right? Or of any type of overindulgences, right? Saturn retrograde in Pisces is going to give you an opportunity to really check in with all of those things. This is about us cultivating the spiritual discipline, right? Practices that will assist us on our journey, right? This is about us redefining our boundaries and our priorities within our relationships and all of our connections, right? This is about us finding structure in any times of uncertainty, right? This is going to give us an opportunity to re-examine our approach, how we've been going about doing things, right? Our spiritual beliefs and practices, right? As well as our relationships. So we're going to see what message Spirit has for us. What a powerful time it is indeed. And this guidance to go is definitely going to help us to get us on a street called straight. So let's see what we got. Let's pull this card up. The High Priestess is coming through in the reverse. And then past life relationships. You have known each other before. All right, all right. So this High Priestess is coming through about us making sure that we are in tune with our intuition. Because what we are going to be experiencing during this retrograde are some karmic relationship ties. What we are being given is an opportunity to make the adjustment, to re-examine our approach in how we define our boundaries and our priorities in our relationships. The High Priestess is coming through and coming through in reverse because we have not been completely trusting our intuition. We have not been completely using our discernment as we navigate our relationships. And what that is doing is bringing past life relationships that show up as karmic energy. Oh, you know that energy, right? This is that snake energy, right? This is that deceitful energy. This is that duplicitous energy that shows up within your life on any particular level, right? Spirit is really saying, I can hear, not falling back into these old habits, right? So we talking about a lot of these habits that's holding you back, that's taking your power away, separating you from your star player so that you can tap into this High Priestess energy, right? This Saturn retrograde in Pisces is definitely going to help us to be able to bring that all together. But we got to really move into that spirit, to that energy, right? Where we're turning this High Priestess energy around and we're starting to use our discernment, right? Trusting our intuition. We're going to use this point in time because we in Cancer season, right? And when the sun is in Cancer season, this is when we start noticing our sensitivity is heightened, right? Our ability to really tap into our intuition is a whole lot greater during this particular time. However, it's also a very emotional time as well, right? And so with Cancerian energy, it's really important for us to really tap into this High Priestess energy so that we can discern whether or not it's our mind telling us one thing out of emotional response, or if we're really tapping in and tuning into our intuition. That's going to be your practice right there and there, is really beginning tapping and tuning in and knowing who you you are. Because these relationships, when you start noticing repeat themes that's coming up, that's not really serving you, right? That's not really working for your highest and greatest good, right? That's putting you in spaces where you're feeling triggered, right? And putting spaces that you don't want to be. Disappointments, frustrations, and all of that. These are karmic relationships. They're here to teach you a lesson. And when you catch the lesson, right, this is when the lesson starts getting a lot easier, because it's still gonna come back, check in just a few times to see if you really understand what this lesson is, right? But when you see that lesson, you already know what time it is. You going in the other direction. We ain't got time for this. So Spirit is really coming through, asking us to check in, tune in with this energy right here, right? Because it was in reverse. We go bring it back up. We go bring it up, right? Because we go tap into that star player energy and get rid of these karmic relationships, right? So we don't got to keep repeating cycles over and over and over again. I hope that this time around, with this particular Saturn retrograde in Pisces, again, it's in 19 degrees, about our relationships, our partnerships and everything, that we really get a handle on this and really navigate these streets with wisdom and discernment. I hope that was helpful for you. Peace and light, peace and love.